Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Good day to you all. My name is Ben Gunawan, and in this video, I would like to share about conflict within organization as a part of my test for Estetika Humanisme. First of all, we need to know about the definition of conflict. A conflict is a process that begins when one party perceives that another party has affected or is about to negatively affect something the first party cares about. And there are many causes of conflicts. For example, if we use different methods, we have different values with others, we have different goals and also different point of views. And this is the part where it gets interesting, as there are two types of conflict. The first one is functional and the second one is dysfunctional. As in the terms of functionality, functional conflict refers to a conflict that supports goals, improve performance, and become a constructive conflict within an organization. For example, a corporate discussing about how to significantly improve their net profit, while dysfunctional conflict hinder group performance and also have a destructive effect on the organization. For example, there are excessive debate on selecting leaders or even preferences. And furthermore, if we delve into the types of conflict, we also have task conflict, which about the content and goals of the work, and task conflict can happen in upper or lower position. For example, we are having difficulties when we are doing a task, so we have a conflict with our teams, with our peers, or even with our bosses or supervisors. And the second one is a relationship conflict. This is based on interpersonal relationships and usually is the most mental exhausting one. For example, we are having a fight with our girlfriend or boyfriend and something like that. And the third is process conflict. It usually refers to the way about how work gets done, and there are so many methods that is also frequently cause conflicts. It also usually about delegation and roles. And next, if we are talking about the locus of conflict, there's also a dyadic conflict, which is a conflict between two people. There's also intra-group conflict and also intergroup conflict. So it's based on the scale of the conflicts. So this is an interesting figure from Robbins and Judge organizational behavior book. We can conclude that conflict, the level of conflict and unit performance or productivity or creativity have an inverted U relationships. It means that we need conflict at a certain level to boost our performance or productivity, but excessive conflict will have an adverse effect on our productivity. So we will have to maintain a certain level of conflict within our organization. And from this figure, we can also conclude that there are several steps of conflict, and the main steps that is important during a conflict is to map it out, to control the conflict and also to handle the conflict. Because we will have to warn about the important outcomes of increased group performance or make it a productive conflict. So what can we do to solve conflict? As a manager or even as a leader, we will have several steps to prevent a conflict. The first one is to prevent dysfunctional conflict. We also, as a manager or leader, we want to have a certain level of conflicts within our organization, but we want to prevent of it become a disaster. And the second one is to detect early sign of conflict. As we, as a leader, we will have a better knowledge or understanding about our members so we can prevent early sign of conflict. And the third, we can act swiftly to solve the problem, especially by talking about the rewards, negotiating with our members and also many others. And the fourth step is to develop a functional conflict. Why? Because no conflict means loss of opportunity and creativity. So we can do a brainstorm, job redesign, and using default advocate and many other steps that are proven effective. So that's all I can share for today. Thank you for listening and hope you have a better understanding about conflict within an organization. See you later.